back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss why do men feel difficulty in expressing their emotions. But before beginning, let us understand a term which is normative male alexithymia. It is a term given by a psychologist. It refers to the tendency of many men to have difficulty identifying, understanding, or expressing their emotions, not because they are formed that way, but because they have often been socialized from childhood to hide vulnerable feelings. Why do men say I'm fine even when they are not? Let me ask you something. When was the last time you saw a man cry? If you are a male watching this video, try to recall your last moment when you cried. I'm pretty sure most of you can't even remember, right? Now, here's an even bigger question. Do men actually feel fear emotions or have they simply been taught to hide them? The answer might surprise you. Men are not emotionless. Boys are born with a similar emotional fluency as girls. Scientifically, men also experience sadness, happiness, fear, love, jealousy, and grief just like females do. The difference is how society expects those emotions to be shown. From a young age, many boys hear phrases like be strong, boys do not cry, etc. etc. This teaches young boys that showing vulnerability is not okay. As a result, they start repressing them, acting like a defense mechanism in order to protect them from getting hurt, as vulnerability is often associated with weakness. Hence, this repressed vulnerability can make boys detached from their authentic selves, leading to a disconnection from genuine emotions that makes difficult for boys to acknowledge and accept their imperfections as they grow. Just imagine two children of 5 years old, one girl and one boy, are playing on a ground. Both of them falls down and starts crying. Then suddenly an adult tries to console the girl and then he tries to console the boy by saying, "Stop crying, you are a boy. Let the girl cry." And whereas if this exact scenario repeats again and again, the boy may stop crying in public, not necessarily because the pain disappeared, but because he learned how others expect him to react. And then years later, people might say, why doesn't he express his feelings? Isn't this hypocrisy? Right, viewers? And men often feel the need to be self reliant and provide for their loved ones, so it is not appropriate to express their emotions, the typical heroic male behavior, where a man alone faces adversity, is fearless and resourceful. Many men learn from their fathers, who they saw were mostly emotionally distanced. At the end, jumps into the normative male alexithymia, which I already talked in the beginning. Some signs of having this are difficulty in expressing feelings through verbal expression. One of my brother is a teenager. Once I saw him watching a video of me on my phone. I was playing with a puppy. He was smiling while watching this video, but once I entered the room, he stopped smiling. I saw a drastic change in him. He kept my phone and with there was absolutely no expressions on his face and just left like that. And that moment I thought, why can't he just say you are so good in this video, or why he had to look so rough and tough? Anyways, more signs of this normative male alexithymia are poor emotional awareness, having difficulty in understanding how others feel. This inability to effectively manage emotions can make men more susceptible to chronic stress, anxiety, covert depression, misunderstanding relationships, etc. etc. As a coping mechanism, some men indulge into excessive alcohol consumption, substance abuse, overworking, impulsive behaviorism, isolation, or being aggressive. These might lead to short term reliefs but have larger longer term consequences. Currently, things are changing gradually. More and more men are openly talking and expressing about their emotions. Viewers, you can see yourself on YouTube itself. You'll find many men sharing their experiences on podcasts, right? While some families still value emotional restraint over emotional openness, while some encourage openness. So everyone's story is different. Then, why do men do not express emotions easily? It is because for years they were taught that strength meant staying silent, not opening up much. But real strength lies in knowing when to ask for help, when to say I'm not okay, and when to let someone take your stand. There is the high time for men to really relearn and reclaim their feelings through self confrontation And we as a society needs to build a system where vulnerable men are openly accepted. Yes. So what do you think? Should men be encouraged to express their emotions or not? Tell me in the comment section. That is it for today's video. Till then, take care, goodbye. See you all again in the next video. Because one day I'm going to fly away.